So this is the new friend. This is what we actually brought to the magazine test. It was prototype at the time without any graphics over it, so you can see the construction. The new friend ski is literally the most award-winning ski in its first year I've ever made. We really were able to massage and tweak and take our time, every little detail of the geometry to perfection. It was pretty awesome this year working with Hadley and Giray Dadali, Ahmet's brother. Those guys are just beasts when it comes to big mountain, powder skiing, big airs, skiing fast. And both those guys, along with Francois, my longtime engineer for the past 20 years, it was pretty amazing. We would literally have a phone call and each person would go around the table saying what they didn't like about the previous ski and what they would like to see. And it was almost unanimous, the features and the improvements that everyone wanted to see. And as soon as we built the first proto, it was a no-brainer, big improvement. And we did about 4 or 5 revisions throughout the season. The final one coming together before we went to the powder magazine, ski magazine, backcountry, and free skier tests. And it literally won awards in all those tests. The big change is all in the geometry, something you're not going to see, but you're completely going to feel. For the old friend was 114 in the waist. This is 117, so just starting there, it's going to give you a few extra mils of float and stability. The biggest change is in the tail shape. The previous tail shape came in tapered in a lot more. This one actually has a lot more side cut coming out. And what that's going to enable you to do is really on high speed, choppy terrain, when you sit back a little bit or you're coming off a big drop and you sit back, it's going to hold you really well. You lean a little bit, it's still going to hold an edge. It's never going to wash out on you. So there's going to be a lot better control out of your tail. And that tail is also going to do better at making turns in really deep snow. This, you're still going to be able to arc a turn and really sit back on it and have it keep you on your feet and come back on your feet. We got higher tips, so you're going to be a lot better floating, getting on top of the snow. If you do a nollie, it's going to be a lot less likely to catch on you. Same construction as before with a carbon maple core, solid maple underfoot, tip fill, multi-laminate tip fill that's totally bomb-proof when it comes to, resisting DLAM. One of the things I've always been most proud of is regardless of how fat or skinny our skis are, they always carve really well. The effective edge in the tip here goes up a bit further than a traditional ski of this width. So when the pow's gone or you're coming out of the pow onto the groomers or the crud, you're going to lay it over and it's still going to carve it. We've actually increased the amount of rocker from the previous friend, the length of the rocker, and we've done it in a gradual way so that when it's on edge, the entire edge's length is going to grip the snow. But when you put it flat, it'll surf. It's going to pivot on a dime in tight trees, and you'll just be able to smear turns and surf sideways. But when you get onto firmer or chopped up snow and you put it on edge, you'll be able to carve a turn unlike any other pow ski. And that's really one of the secrets of why the ski wins so many awards. It's so versatile. Even though visually it's very much the same, it rides completely different, kind of a next generation, like a 2.0 of what was already an award-winning ski. But again, maintaining that real easy, playful feel. It doesn't feel big, even though it skis like a big ski. I got the skis. I got the skis.